All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on with the trial. By the way, there was absolutely no time elapsed between the last video and this one. This vest magically just appeared on me out of thin air. It was amazing. The molecules just like condensed into a vest on my body. I totally didn't get up and put it on. Thank you to those who contributed during the break. All right, let's continue on. Here we go. So here we are. Sexist idiot Kaito says a man shouldn't apologize so easily because he's an idiot.
I should be the one to apologize. I am sorry for accusing you, Gonta.
Okay.
No, Gonta understand, cause we gotta find culprit.
Shout out to Amplitory2 who just resubscribed for a whopping 39 months. He's just looking extra cute today with a red vest, black t-shirt contrast. Alrighty then. Thank you, Amplitory, for the support. Alright.
Well said! For a degenerate male, you're actually pretty reasonable.
Duh.
Ugh, I hate this sentimental crap!
Why's that? It's nice when everyone gets along like this.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna stir the pot?
Are you stupid or something?
Nah.
I can't stand people having a good time!
Daddy is too evil to feel ashamed for being evil.
We could learn a lot from him.
Don't mind me. I'm not actually taking notes. I'm placing bets on racehorses.
What? What does that even mean?
Relief. I need a raccoon tail to chase my dragon.
What? Does anyone understand what the fuck these things are saying?
Good that Gonta's in the clear, but don't break out the confetti just yet. We're out of suspects now. On top of that, we still don't even know how Rantaro died.
This is going to be a long trial. We're probably not finishing this on today's stream, by the way. These trials can take upwards of like 4 to 5 hours sometimes. That's how long they are.
So we only know what the weapon is? How are we supposed to find the mastermind with that?
We know the murder weapon is the shot put ball. But where did the culprit get it?
Well, from the warehouse. Duh.
I think it was from the warehouse. I saw track and field equipment there.
Then anyone would have been able to obtain it. We need more information.
Okay. Okay.
What's wrong, Shuichi?
Yeah, he got so quiet I didn't know I had to push the button to advance. I was like,
Huh? It's nothing.
Uh-oh, did he get a thought? A random thought.
Ah! How do we find this darn culprit now?
Hey, culprit! Quit hiding! Just be a man and fess up already!
I'm sure that'll work.
We don't even know if they're a guy or not, though, right? Or if they're even human.
If they're human? Oh. The ghost?
Are you referring to me?
Oh, I get it. The robot, duh.
Don't worry, you guys. We're one step closer to the truth, so don't give up.
Okay.
Try to remember what happened. We can find more clues left by the mastermind.
Clues? What kind of clues?
Like, if Rantaro was deceived by the mastermind and went to the library,
Okay.
maybe somebody saw Rantaro having a suspicious conversation with someone. It
Okay.
would be a good idea to figure out who knew about our trap.
Okay.
Either way, anything you guys remember might be able to help with the case.
Well, who does know about the trap? Right? Like, they didn't really tell anyone, did they? I'm trying to recall. Did they tell anyone about the trap? I know that, you know, Mew made the cameras, but didn't know that they were setting up a trap in the library. Did they tell anyone else about the trap? Not until it was already, they were already going to the library after the alarm went off, right? So I don't think anyone else knew about it.
Yes, but are you sure the culprit is also the mastermind?
Huh? Yeah, I think so. Why?
Huh.
Then what Atua just told me about how the culprit entered the library is correct.
What? Atua told her?
Huh? I didn't hear anything.
Nah.
Oh, that's right. Only I can hear the voice of Atua.
She's nuts.
Then I will speak on Atua's behalf, as his prophet. If the culprit is the mastermind, they could have entered the library while avoiding the cameras.
Okay.
Are you serious? There's a way to do that?
Right. Well, I think the vent.
Super serious, brother.
Okay.
Atua sounds like a shady weirdo.
Wait for a culprit to enter the library without being caught by cameras. Is it possible?
Atua says I should continue explaining on his behalf. Yeah-ha-ha-ha! Only Atua knows the truth behind this incident!
Well, actually Monokuma would, because they have cameras in every single room. Remember, they have those monitors and cameras set up? That's the premise, at least of the first 2 games, is that the entire school or island in the second game was wired with cameras, so they would always know who the murderer was, but it was up to them to determine who the true murderer was during the trial, and that's how Monokuma would be able to know if they were right or not. Okay. Okay, what's this? Oh, another non-stop debate. Okay. Alright, hold on.
The culprit was
I know about the card reader dust. I know about the library event, right?
hiding in the library the whole...
My Maki's account. Okay. So wait, she's saying that they were in...
Before
Yeah.
Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Right, this is what I was
Where
saying.
would they have hidden it?
Inside the hidden door.
No.
So you're saying the culprit
Nope,
was
because the
lying
card
right
reader
there?
dust. There's no way. We can fast forward through the whole thing. We know it's card reader dust is the dispute stat. Yep. I don't need to hear it. We go right back to the hidden door thing. Okay, here we go. Boom! Wrong.
That's wrong.
I don't think I got the perfect counter. I think I missed it slightly. Okay.
Wait a minute, Angie. I don't think it was possible to hide in the hidden door.
Right.
What? You dare challenge Atua?
Yes.
I don't think the hidden door was ever used.
The dust is still there. Yep. Because if the card reader wasn't used, that means the mastermind didn't hide there.
While investigating the mastermind, I placed dust on the card reader.
Jiro Eater says, did I ever play League of Legends? Apparently, see, I don't remember ever playing League of Legends, but apparently when I think when I first got one of my new computers back in the day, or a million years ago, I think I did play League of Legends on it, and I recorded it, and people were like, oh, there's a video of you playing League of Legends as a test video or something. I'm like, I don't remember ever playing it at all. Like, I don't remember booting the game. So if I did, it was the quickest thing ever, and I never played it again. Yeah, I totally don't remember it. Okay.
If anyone swiped their card key, the dust would have fallen.
We already confirmed during the investigation that there was no dust on the floor.
Hello, Technical 2070. What's going on today? How you doing?
The bookcase hadn't been opened,
Right.
so I doubt anyone was hiding in there.
We know that. We know it wasn't opened.
The fog has lifted.
Argue? Oh, what's this? Apparently this guy wants to argue. Ryoma.
We've still got a ways to go.
Huh? What do you mean?
The culprit could have been in the library before the cameras were even set.
Okay, and that was actually something we were talking about. Right.
You won't be able to prove anything with weak reasoning like that.
You've been contradicted. When this sort of thing happens, you'll go into a one-on-one debate called a rebuttal showdown. What's a rebuttal showdown? Let's explain the controls. You'll counter the other person's claim and argue against it. This is brand new, by the way. A blade, time, your truth cylinder, select your truth bullet, mood. Huh. Okay. Move your truth blade with the left thumbstick and align it with your opponent's claim. Alright. Perform a regular cut in the direction the blade is pointing by pressing X. With the truth blade, cut with the truth blade by pressing triangle. Oh wait, you're right. This was in part 2. I remember cutting words in the second game. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. Use regular cuts on your opponent's words, but when a weak spot appears, slash it with the truth blade strike. If you don't have the correct truth blade, you'll not be able to cut an opponent's remark. What's neat is if you cut through multiple words at once, you get a time bonus. 2 at once gets you 2 seconds. 3 is 3. The more you cut, the better. Watch the position of your opponent's claim closely and slice as many as you can. By doing that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. When the mood of the argument is in your favor, the debate will progress. On the other hand, if you ignore the person's remarks, it'll skew towards their advantage. Okay? Then you have to deal with loss of progress. If you and your opponent's arguments are even, a blade lock occurs. When that happens, mash X as fast as you can to push them off. Isn't slicing and dicing opinions with the true sword of bee's knees? Not really. Well, you shouldn't knock it before you try it. You can also agree. Thanks for your time. Alright. So, this is going to be very weird. Okay.
Even if we rule out the hidden door, the library's got no shortage of hiding spots. There's piles of books all over.
Wait, what?
Since the culprit was there before the cameras were put.
What? I didn't know I was supposed to be doing this. The culprit was there before the I'm losing because I don't know what's going on. The culprit was there before the cameras were placed. I don't know what would we do to dispute that.
They could have been hiding there, you know. They took out Rantaro, then took off.
I don't know what to do. What the fuck? I don't even understand how I counter any of that.
Even if we rule out the hidden door,
yeah,
the library's got no shortage of hiding spots. There's piles of books all over.
I'm supposed to keep cutting it?
Was
oh.
There before the cameras were placed. They could have been hiding there, you know. They took out Rantaro, then took off.
So I'm supposed to just cut even if it's not countering anything.
Killed him and ran away. Wouldn't they have been caught on camera?
Not if they went back into hiding. Right after killing Rantaro.
Okay, listen to this argument.
Once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none.
Oh, hold on. Rejoin everyone.
Wiser.
Oh, I don't know. That's not right. I'm seriously holding his argument. I have evidence that present could break his argument.
Not if they went back into hiding. Right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's
it said rejoining everyone, but I don't know how to counter that.
All they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we
rejoin everyone. What counters that he rejoined everyone? I don't know. I don't know. I really have no idea.
Right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in.
I don't understand.
And we'd be none the wiser.
How do you counter that? I don't understand. Like, oh, I have to press triangle? Well, it didn't say that. It never explained that. How do I disprove that that the killer rejoined everyone? It's not his belongings. The front entrance photos?
Once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and be none the wiser.
Probably not. It's probably wrong. I don't get it.
The culprit met him inside the library? That doesn't seem possible, though.
I don't understand what the point of the truth bullets was.
Let's hear it then. What's your reason?
If you take a look at the 3 pictures from the camera we placed near the front door...
Apparently I had the right one, because she's talking about the front door, right?
This is when Shuichi and I met up with Kaito and Tenko, and then rushed in.
Okay.
This one shows the other 4 people running in after they heard Tenko scream.
Okay.
And finally, everyone else coming in after hearing the body discovery announcement.
Oh, so what she's saying is, I get it. What she's saying is there's absolutely no way the killer could have committed the murder and stayed in the room because the front camera shows every single one of them running through the front door. It wasn't like there was conspicuously someone missing from the camera shots showing that someone might have already been in the room. So she's using the front door photos as evidence that everyone was outside of the room and no one else was inside. Which is bullshit, because we know someone was in there and killed him. They just found a way out. They weren't in the room. They found a way out. Okay. Major Wright did a 100-bit cheer and says, if you come to Phil's home, expect you to bring him a can of Chef Boyardee. All right. Very nice.
You can clearly see everyone entering the library in these pictures.
Okay. So I had the right evidence selected by accident.
There was someone hiding in the library the whole time.
Well, that does cover everyone now, doesn't it?
Huh.
I guess the one who still has a ways to go is me.
Don't worry about it. It's better to think about each possibility anyway. Right, Shuichi?
He's deep in thought again.
Yes.
Why is he deep in thought? Okay. he has one of those deductive minds. So what it is he's figuring it out and not telling anyone. For some reason, he's not publicly saying what he's thinking, but he probably figured it out already. Right? Then again, then I guess it's not him. I don't know. I think what we're essentially figuring out here is that whoever did this went through the vent. They had to have. They couldn't have been in the room because we have pictures showing everyone stumbling in the room through the front door. They couldn't have been in the hidden door because there was dust on the card reader and the photos showed the door still being closed. Right? They didn't go through the back door or front door at all during this because the photos have evidence of that. So in reality, the only way someone could have gotten into the library to kill Rantaro was through the vent. The problem with that is Kaede was with the vent the whole time. We were there. The camera was in the fucking classroom and showed her in the classroom. She was freaking out a little bit. Remember, she grabbed the broom. She swept the classroom while he was gone and everything. And then he came back. So it couldn't have been her either. It's not her. Definitely not her. Like I said, the only assumption I can make is that that vent goes somewhere else and we don't know it. The vent actually goes to a different room. And we don't know it yet. I think what he may be, okay, put yourself in the shoes of this character. Shuichi left the classroom. So he's thinking the only way someone could have gone to the library was through the vent. And who did he leave in the room with the vent? Kaede. He thinks Kaede committed the murder. That's why he's not saying anything, because he's buddy-buddy with her. And he doesn't want her to know that he's suspecting her. You see that? But we know she didn't do it, because we were with her the whole time. She's the protagonist. So I think there's going to be a big twist where he'll accuse her, and then we have to find a way to defend her. But I don't know how we're going to, because she was by herself. She has no alibi. So maybe this will do a big drama thing where everyone's accusing her and then something twists. Yeah. Because the question is, how the hell... They had to use the vent to get in, but my question then is, how? You know what I mean? The vent has to go to another room. Has to. Okay. Is Shuichi okay? He's been really quiet. He's worried about something. Yeah, he's worried that she's the one who did it.
So the real question is how the culprit entered and exited the library.
Right.
We cannot continue until we address that problem first.
It's quite the mystery. How did the killer avoid being caught by the cameras?
It's almost like they were... Oh, what am I reading? I'm reading with their voice acting.
Oh, but it wasn't me. My magic can only make you half invisible.
Oh my god, the non-existent magic.
Your upper half, to be specific.
That's kind of a half-baked invisibility spell, isn't it?
Just a pair of floating legs walking around.
But both doors to library had hidden cameras on them.
How about the vent in the library? Maybe they came in through there.
But Shuichi and I were on lookout in the classroom with the connecting vent.
Right, but he's gonna say I left, leaving her alone, and he thinks it's her.
The culprit waited until Kaede and Shuichi weren't looking, then turned invisible.
Duh.
Himiko is really gung-ho about her invisible culprit theory.
Yeah, no. There's no way someone snuck into the library through the vent.
That's right, we have evidence that proves that would have been impossible. We do? The stacked books? Yeah! The stacked books. They were stacked in front of the vent. I forgot about that. There's a stack of books in front of the vent.
I also stacked some books in front of the vent.
Yeah.
If someone did crawl in and out from the vent, the books would have collapsed.
Ah.
While we were investigating, they were still neatly stacked the way I placed them.
Maybe they put the books back when they left the room.
Oh, I guess that's possible.
That would be quite difficult to achieve on such a narrow bookcase.
If we've ruled out the vent and doors, then how'd the culprits get in and out of the library?
Oh, what the hell? I can move the camera around. I didn't even know this. Look. I just figured it out.
Maybe divine intervention?
Oh my god, here we go again with this nonsense.
Gonta no can think of any other way to enter.
how the culprit got in the library. The front door!
Have you been paying attention? The camera would have taken their picture.
Not if the culprit timed their movements around the camera intervals.
Wait, what? What's that mean?
Huh? Intervals?
We didn't know that everything was on interval.
What is that?
Basically, the culprit knew about the cameras and their intervals. So they snuck into the library between camera shots to avoid appearing in the photos.
What is she talking about? They're not on intervals. They're on motion sensors.
I know. Beauty and brains. Why? It's just not fair.
Mew, what's this interval you're talking about?
Yeah, we didn't know about any interval.
Huh? Oh, now you're asking me. After the shutter snaps, the camera can't take a new photo for 30 seconds.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because I redesigned the cameras to auto-roll the film instead of having to do it manually.
That's the first time I'm hearing about this. Why didn't you tell us from the start?
She's a fucking idiot.
But I told your little beta boy toy after I gave you the remodeled camera.
She did, and he kept that a secret?
What? Shuichi?
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
I guess I forgot to tell you.
Oh, now we have a new prime suspect. Why did he withhold evidence? He purposely withheld evidence.
How could you forget to tell me?
Yeah.
I didn't think it would affect the plan. I didn't realize it would matter.
Uh-oh.
I guess I just forgot to mention. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, the ultimate detective, whose job it is to document all important evidence, forgot the key evidence. Sure.
I forgot. What a pitiful excuse.
Yeah, that's pretty much a lie.
No, it's not a lie. He probably just forgot. There was so much going on at the time. It's only natural to forget, you know?
It's only natural? Yeah, right. Illmatic Ride just Tuesday. Take a shot of Hennessy. Now I'm strong enough to face the madness. Alright. Liquid Courage. One of the old cure-alls, right? Alrighty.
Yeah.
Thank you for the cheer.
Let's put that aside for now and talk about the camera intervals.
Yeah, it still doesn't mean anything. There's no way they could have come in the front door because... There's no way they could have come in the front door because it still would have either shown them walking in or them walking in between the other people walking in. So that's not possible. It's got to be back door. Okay, so the culprit came in the back door. What it is Rantaro walked through the back door and this person knew about the camera intervals and walked in right behind him so the camera didn't go off and take the picture. That's how they got in. It wasn't the vent. It was the back door. Yeah, the rear door. There you go.
Each interval lasted for 30 seconds, correct, Mew?
Right.
Yeah, sure. I'll explain it again to you mushheads. The 3 cameras that Kaidiot and Puichi place go off when they pick up movement. From there, it takes 30 seconds for the film to auto-roll to the next photo.
So, for 30 seconds, anyone could have entered the library without their photo being taken?
Right.
That may have been enough time to kill Rantaro and exit the library.
It's definitely enough time. You just gotta move at lightning speed.
But no, that's not what happened. And we know that because 2 pictures were taken where Rantaro was in front of the bookcase. So if the first picture was taken, a flash goes off, right? It's dark in there. He's probably like, what the hell was that? So now he's looking all around. Where did the flash come from? It takes him 30 seconds to figure out where the flash came from. And that's the second picture in front of the bookcase where he finally finds the camera. But as he finds the camera, the person snuck up behind him and killed him. So there's at least 30 seconds to a minute of time that took place there, you see? So no, the person did not come and kill him and run right back out. There was time for him to get to the middle bookcase, open it, take one picture, turn 30 seconds, go up to the camera, second picture gets taken. So that's not the case. There was not a fast job or anything like that. So I guess then the question would be, we know how the killer got into the room. How did the killer get out of the room? I don't know. I don't know how the killer got out of the room. Alright, let's continue.
I see. Then there's no doubt the culprit made use of the camera's intervals.
Okay.
That means the culprit was me all along.
Nah.
Since she knew about the intervals.
No, we already know it's not her because she was in the cafeteria. She has an alibi.
Don't be an asshole!
Nah.
I have an alibi. Remember the dining hall?
Oh, yeah. Well, who else knew about the intervals? Now, who was it again?
We just said it, stupid. You're in trouble.
Well then, does this mean that he is the culprit we have been seeking?
Shuichi.
And he did leave.
What gives, Shuichi?
He did leave the classroom. He was a suspect. I told you, I thought that it was him all along.
Shuichi would never do that. Right, Shuichi?
You had better speak soon. Your silence only damns you further.
Yeah, he's gonna say something here.
Fess up already! Did you kill Rantaro?
Look at him. He's having a heart attack. Get the defibrillator out.
Hey, Shuichi, what's gotten into you?
Don't tell me you're gonna plead the fifth now.
Oh man, this is getting good. Entertain me, peasants.
What the hell? By the way, what is Ryoba holding in his hand? It looks like a cigarette, but it's animated to be like black. I wonder if in Japan, if it is a cigarette, but they censored it for American audiences. I wondered. No way, Shuichi can't be the culprit. That's definitely wrong. There's no way. I refuse to believe Shuichi is the culprit. That's definitely not possible. Huh. What is this? Ass trial? What does that say? Oh, intermission. Class trial. Oh, it's a new segment. Ass trial. Oh, good. Couldn't read it. I wouldn't put it past this game. It's time for the ass trial. Oh my god. The trial's racing towards a thrilling conclusion. Do you know who the culprit is? Obviously I know because I know everything. What? You know everything?
Yeah.
Know everything. Daddy knows everything about anything. He's basically traded his bearhood for godhood. He has betrayed his Ursine ancestors. Nomadic Ride cheered again, and he said, I wish there was another way to stack $1. Hard times make me want to holler. All right, thank you for the cheer. And Kula cheers as Phil. Thank you, Kula, for the cheer. I appreciate that. All right. Traded? No, I'm still obviously a bear. It's obvious, right? Right, you guys? You sure ain't no fish, but you sure smell like one. Ugh.
Now then.
Since I know everything, I'll give you the whole story later. Try your hardest to nab the culprit, and believe me, it's no lie. If I lied, it would shake the game to its very foundations. Trust me and enjoy the class trial without any worries. All right. Ass trial resumed. Yes.
I feel like we're getting close to the gory part. It's making me nervous.
We're likely not going to finish this. I have about 35 minutes left on today's stream. We've already been doing this trial for an hour and a half. I almost guarantee you we're not finishing it today. We're getting close to the end, but we probably can't finish it today. All right.
I know who the culprit is, but I'm not paying attention, so it's okay.
Yeah, but there's one thing we do know. The line between victim and attacker ain't as clear as you might think.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means.
I suppose that's one lesson we can take away from this case.
I cut off the leg before the poison spread. By spring, flowers will grow from the stump.
I'm just gonna ignore everything that guy says. He's a fucking idiot. He says the dumbest shit. What the fuck? He says nothing. Monodom. Okay.
Say something already.
Your tongue-tied terrified silence speaks volumes. I fucking knew you were the culprit.
Wait just a minute. None of that is possible. Shuichi was with me the whole time we were on lookout.
No, he wasn't. You're a liar.
When are you suggesting Shuichi killed Rantaro?
Were you really together the whole time?
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm asking if you two were on lookout together the whole time.
No, he left.
Well, I guess we weren't together the whole time.
I'm gonna check out the basement. Yep. I'll come with you, and he told her to stay. Stay and keep watch.
So that's when Shuichi went to kill Rantaro!
No! Shuichi wouldn't kill anyone!
Don't become emotional. We must seek the truth in a calm and logical manner. Or all our lives will be lost here.
I'm not being emotional here. I'm saying it with conviction.
Even if Shuichi did go to the basement, he couldn't have killed Rantaro because the time it took Shuichi to return, the security sensor was going off the murder weapon. Let's try the security sensor.
I get it.
Right.
The security alarm didn't ring until after Shuichi returned to the classroom.
But wait a minute. But he said you could mute it, remember? Remember he said you could mute the alarm? So maybe he muted it the first time it went off, and somehow he set it... Well, then again, how would he have set it up to go off again when he was not in the room? I guess that's a good point. It at least proves someone else went into the library that wasn't him. Yeah. How on earth... Actually, whoa, wait a minute. That clears them both. That clears Kaede and that clears Shuichi. Because the alarm went off when they were together in the classroom. And no one else additional. No, wait a minute. No. I'm thinking about that. I'm going about this all wrong. Hold on a minute. The sensor would have went off when Rantaro showed up. When Rantaro first went into the room, that's when the security sensor should have gone off. Right? And they were together when that happened. Then they ran downstairs, ran into the other people in the hallway, went into the library, and Rantaro was dead. So that should clear them, because that absolutely should clear them, because nothing else. You got to think. Oh wait. No, it doesn't clear them. I figured it out. I figured that out. There's two pictures of Rantaro in front of the bookcase. The first one would have been an alarm that would have gone off, but the sensor was muted for some reason. The second one was the real trigger, which then they ran downstairs for. But no, it still clears them. There were two alarms that went off. One was probably muted. One was the real alarm. And that was the picture where he was right at the camera, and that's when he was murdered. So that means it can't be either of them. It can't be either of them because the alarms went off when... Yeah. The first alarm would have been Rantaro going to the moving bookcase. That's the first picture. The second alarm is when he's right in front of the camera, moments before he dies. The second alarm is probably the one that went off when they were together. But that would clear them. That would mean it's neither of them. I have no idea. Let's continue. I'm trying to figure it out and I'm getting confused.
It only rang after Rantaro moved the hidden door.
Right.
Which means he was still alive.
Right. That's correct.
If Shuichi was with me when the alarm went off, then that means he's not the culprit.
Okay.
By the way, I want to confirm one thing with you, Kaede.
Okay.
Who set the security sensor on the bookcase? It was Shuichi, right?
Why does his face look super evil? Oh my god, what happened to his face? Okay. Yep, then I'll set up the camera that's connected to the security sensor. I'll set it carefully so the camera has a clear shot when the mastermind moves the bookcase. Let me take care of the security sensor on top of the bookcase, and we'll set the cameras near each door.
Yeah. Shuichi was the one who set up the security sensor. What about it?
Did you actually check for yourself if the sensor was set on the bookcase, Kaede?
No, I didn't check.
Okay.
Did it ever occur to you that Shuichi could have lied about setting the sensor?
Huh. Okay.
A lie?
Shuichi pretended to place the sensor on the hidden bookcase door. But in actuality, he was holding it the whole time.
Shit. That's an interesting premise.
And when he met up with you, he secretly triggered the sensor.
Wow, that would actually fit.
To make the security alarm go off.
That would fit. But wait a minute. No, it wouldn't, because then why would the camera have gone off if there was no sensor to trigger the camera? So that's incorrect. There would have been no pictures of Ramtaro in front of the door if that were the case.
That would cause Kaede to assume that someone had moved to the bookcase.
I see. Sneaky little fucker.
At this rate, everyone's going to think Shuichi's the culprit. I have to do something. I know for a fact that he's not the culprit. I got to do something. Okay, so at this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles. Time your truth bullets to be just right so they won't be interrupted by white noise. You can use a silencer with X to shoot down white noise. Why would you do that? Not only does that make it easier to shoot the right weak spots, you get additional time. What a great deal. Use it to your heart's content. Thank you for the opportunity. Well, you're welcome. Okay. Okay. Hidden door photos.
The was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered.
No, that's wrong.
Probably the wrong thing. Watch. It's probably not right. Break.
Wait a minute. This is weird. If the security sensor wasn't placed, then
I had it right.
we wouldn't have been able to take that picture.
Okay, good. I was correct.
We were only able to get it because the sensor was triggered by the hidden door.
Oh, that? Easy to explain. Well, you see...
Nothing.
I guess you're right. Sorry, I didn't think that far ahead.
Well, wait a minute. Let's guess. Let's guess that he's right and it was Shuichi. And if Shuichi actually had the sensor in his hand, Shuichi ran in after Rantaro 30 seconds after he had entered so the camera doesn't go off at the rear door. He hides in there. He waits for Rantaro to open the bookcase. When he does that, he clicks the sensor himself to set off the camera for the very first time. And since he has the alarm on him, it doesn't make a sound. He muted it. Rantaro, looking for the camera, finds it again. He clicks it again to make a second photo. Murders him. Okay. But there's a couple holes here. The first hole would be, how the hell does Shuichi leave the library and not get noticed? That's number one. The other hole is, how did he set the sensor off when he was in the classroom with Kaede later to let them know that there was movement in the library? What would have triggered that? Because the library was still, the door was still open. So it wasn't the door auto-closing. I don't know. There's still a lot of holes here. There's still a lot of plot holes that I haven't figured out yet. Hurdy-gurdy, man in disguise, cheery said, these games are legit your forte. I know it's hard to do them a lot because of their unpopularity, but you really should try Her Story. It's maximum 2 streams. Yeah, is that a murder mystery too? Maybe I will eventually. If you guys are liking this. Alright, we still got some holes. Let's continue.
You're giving up that easily?
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, whatevs. I made a mistake. Big deal.
You speak as if you knew that from the start. Even I was taken in.
So you see? Shuichi can't be the culprit.
Now wait just a minute.
Uh-oh, Ryoma again.
The security sensor had a power supply, so what if it went like this?
Ryoma's smart. And you see, it looks like he's holding a cigarette, but it looks like they colored it black so that it wouldn't look like a cigarette anymore. I get the feeling in Japan it probably is a cigarette, but they didn't want to promote smoking in the United States. Oh yeah, look at his proto. It's coming out of his mouth in his photo. I wonder if it was a cigarette in the Japan. They censored it, right? All right, anyway.
The security sensor was set up on the bookshelf, and Shuichi had its receiver.
Right.
However, Shuichi turned the receiver off.
Okay.
Huh? How come?
That would get you a picture, but no alarm when Rentaro moved the bookcase. Then, when Shuichi says he's gonna check the basement, he actually goes to the library.
Right.
And thanks to the 30-second interval, he's got time to go in after Rantaro.
Right.
He could have collected the sensor from the hidden bookcase after killing Rantaro.
I see. Then he caused the receiver to go off in front of Kaede to trick her.
Oh! He had the sensor on him and he could make the alarm go off. I see what they're saying. All that would actually work, except there's no way he could have left the room without a sensor going off and showing him either at the rear door or the front door.
It's certainly plausible, considering that Shuichi knew about the intervals.
Okay.
How needlessly complicated. But I guess it's not impossible.
Okay.
Then, Shuichi really is the culprit?
Benzugo Liz says, I honestly thought the game would be boring to watch, but seeing how engaged I am with it makes it fun to watch. I love the trials. The trials are the best part of this game. In between time, it could be pretty boring sometimes, admittedly. But once you get to the murders and the trials, the game gets really interesting. And I do want to try to figure it out. So, yeah, I mean, I love this. This is very interesting to me. I love murder mysteries. I do. Any movie or story that's a murder mystery, I really like it. So, okay. So, Shuichi's the culprit.
So the ultimate detective is the killer. What a plot twist!
Wait! Why do you guys think he's the culprit? Shuichi, please say something. Why aren't you saying anything?
Yeah, why is he being so quiet? Huh.
Shuichi, what's wrong? You're not culprit, are you?
Hey, you gonna say anything? Well, I'll vote for you if you don't.
Are you okay with being the culprit? Are you ready to turn yourself in?
What should I do? Everyone suspects Shuichi. There's no way he's the culprit, but even so... Why won't Shuichi say anything? Is there a reason he won't say anything? If that's the case, it's all up to me. To protect everyone, I need to take control of the debate. Even if that means I have to lie to do it. What? Did you hear that? A lie? I know this sounds crazy, telling a lie in a class trial. Sometimes telling a lie is necessary to reach the truth. What? Don't worry, there are no lies in the tutorial. From here on out, there will be times in the debate that you have to lie. Before you had to refute the lies, now you'll have to lie yourself. Doesn't that get your heart pumping? Here's how it works. Select the truth bullet like normal non-stop debates. When you hold triangle, the truth bullet will become a lie bullet with the opposite meaning. Releasing triangle shoots the lie bullet. When you use a lie bullet to argue or agree with someone's statement, you become a perjury, a statement that paints over the truth with lies. While lying, your influence gauge will drain. A successful lie will restore it. If you miss with your lie bullet, you'll take damage, so be careful. Also, I heard a rumor that there's a secret way to advance debates. It's called a back route? What? Let's say that only those who lie well are able to find it. Thank you muchly. So the thing that, hold on. The thing that's crazy about this is she likes Shuichi so much or trusts him so much that she's gonna lie to protect him, even though, quite frankly, there's no evidence to refute what people are saying. She just thinks he didn't do it, and because of that, she's gonna lie and fuck over the whole trial? Like, is that smart? I don't know if that's very smart. Uniturtle1 gave a sub to Hugabees TV. Congratulations, Hugabees TV. Thank you, Uniturtle, for the channel support. Okay. So.
Let's go over the case one more time.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase.
Yep.
Shuichi also had the receiver.
But he had it turned off.
And so when Rantaro moved the bookcase, a picture was taken without the alarm sounding.
Then, taking advantage of the camera's interval timer,
we have to lie and say she had the receiver.
And murder the shit out of
Yeah.
And then he grabbed the security sensor from the bookcase and returned to the lookout spot. Afterward, he set off the receiver in front of Kaede on purpose to make her think the murder had just happened. Praise be to Atua, we've solved this case.
Oh my god.
So Shuichi was just using Kaede.
So the basis for the suspicion is that Shuichi had the receiver, so that's what we lie about. Yep. We're gonna say she had it.
Let's go over the case one more time.
The security sensor was placed on the bookcase. Shuichi also...
What? It missed!
But he had a
Oh, it missed!
And so when Rantaro moved to the
I swear it was dead on and it completely missed.
a picture was taken without the alarm sounding.
Then taking advantage of the camera's...
Afterward, he set murder had just using Kaede.
Sensor was placed
Okay,
on the movie.
gonna do it again.
She also...
What? Oh my god, come on! It doesn't change anything as long as it was Shuichi who had the receiver. What?
Let's go over the case one more time.
What?
The security sensor
But
was
we're
placed on the
lying,
movie
so we're
bookcase.
supposed to say it's not on him.
Shuichi also...
How does this not work?
But he had it turned off.
What? I don't understand.
So when Rantaro
I don't understand what's going on. Why it didn't work? Oh, I'm supposed to hold triangle. Oh, fuck.
And then he grabbed the security sensor from the bookcase.
I'm supposed to hold the button and release it. It's a new mechanic. Oh my god. Alright. I had it right, I just didn't do the right motion, the right input. Okay.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also...
Great.
But he had it turned off.
I fucking missed! Oh my god!
So when Rantaro moved to the
Oh my god, the stupid thing blocked it. Ugh! By the way, you guys can see the timer. It's under my camera. It's 2 minutes now. I'm down to 2 minutes. I'm gonna have to... I guess I'm gonna have to move my camera for the trial, too, because it blocks shit.
The security sensor was placed on
Okay,
the
hold
moving
on.
bookcase.
But he had it turned off.
Okay. Did it work? What?
So when Rantaro moved
Why the fuck didn't it work? Yo, come on! I'm gonna run out of time. It didn't work for no reason. I hit it dead center. Oh my god. I don't know why it didn't count. I only have a minute 13 seconds left. I don't understand what happened.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had the receiver.
I don't have time to do it. I have to, dude. There's no time to fucking do it.
Rantaro moved to the bookcase.
This is incredibly stupid. There's no time to fucking do it. Because you have to shoot the thing that's blocking it, and then you have to hit it.
Shuichi hid in the library and murdered the shit out
Oh
of him.
my god.
He grabbed the security.
I'm out of time. I only have 30 seconds left.
Afterward, he set off the
This sucks. Yeah, this new mechanic of holding the button and releasing is terrible.
So Shuichi was just using Kaede.
It's trash.
Let's go over the case one more time.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. We also had...
Oh my god, that's it. I'm done. It keeps blocking it.
And so when Rantaro
I'm fucked.
moved to the
It's over. I only have 10 seconds left. I can't do it. Yeah, it's over. This is so stupid. You fucking have it block it and you can't do it. That's it. It's over. Done debating. That's it. She's done. It's voting time.
Is there... We won't give up.
That was really stupid.
Let's go over the case one more time.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also...
See? I can't shoot it. Fuck this. This fucking dumb shit, man. How do they think this is good? Come on. The whole... just get to the fucking trial. No, I have to do this dumb shit. The semblance of gameplay. This is stupid as fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shuichi also...
Okay. Fire! What the fuck? I hit it dead center! I hit it dead center! And it didn't count. I hit it in the center. Oh my god. You gotta be joking.
Security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shoot. He also...
Fire! Hit it! Oh my god!
And so when Rantaro moved the bookcase...
Then taking advantage of the camera's interval timer.
But he had it turned off.
And so when Rantaro moved the bookcase...
I can't do it! I can't do it! I can't do it. I can't hit it. I seriously can't do it.
Shuichi also had the...
I'll turn this lie into the truth.
From a certain point of view, I got the trophy. It's a me gamer. It's a me Mario gamer gifted a sub to Sassy Girly. Congrats. Thank you for the sub. And also, Hurdy Gurdy Man in Disguise cheered and said this actually is made for touchscreens. It's a Vita game. Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh my god.
Forgot?
Alright, so now she's lying. Fuck!
To tell you the truth, it was me. I had the receiver.
Huh?
So that's why there's no way Shuichi could have turned off the receiver.
Lying to protect him. Why? This doesn't make any sense that she would do this. She trusts him or likes him so much that she lies. It's a me Mario gamer did 100-bit cheers. How are you enjoying the game overall besides this one part? I like it. So like people have said, this has been the best stream because I'm into the story trying to figure out the mystery. You know, I really like that. This one part with the problem is with this series, they try to have semblance of gameplay. Oh, you're going to shoot things. You're going to piece together the order of events. None of that's needed. All you need to do is just have people talk it out and solve the mystery. But instead they try, oh, there's going to be gameplay elements now here to act like it's like an action game. It's not. It's not an action game. It's a visual novel. And so those parts are kind of annoying. They always were. In the previous games, you have things that would fuck up. You'd be so frustrated. And it's the same thing here. They're actually not needed at all. But they're in it. So what are you going to do? But I like the game.
If that is true, then the entire premise of the argument thus far is wrong.
Is this true, Kaede?
Of course. Come on, would I lie to you guys?
That'd only screw yourself over. If we mess up, you're dead too, you know.
Or perhaps you wanted to cover for Shuichi, even at the cost of your life.
Huh? I cannot imagine why anyone would risk their life to lie on another's behalf.
Right. Okay, wait a minute. But that doesn't make sense either. I just had a thought in my head. I was like, why would someone lie to prove the wrong outcome? Like, let's say all the evidence right now is saying Shuichi is the murderer. And I'm thinking in my head, the reason that she's defending him is because she likes him so much. But in reality, maybe she's trying to lead everyone astray because she's the murderer. And then if she's the murderer, she'll get off scot-free. She'll not be declared the murderer, you see? And then, no, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. If she's the murderer, she wants him to be declared the murderer, which is wrong, so then she gets away. So she can't be the murderer. If she were the murderer, she'd be going along with this. That's right. If she were the murderer, she'd be going along with this to get him declared the murderer so that she could get away. So it's not her. She's just stupid. She's actually just stupid. She's a moron who's defending the guy for absolutely no fucking reason. Right? Yeah. I don't see the... This is like a logic hole in the game. I don't get it.
Words from a true heartless robot. Emotions are only for meatbags.
That is a harmful stereotype. I can produce heartfelt remarks through calculations.
Nah.
Like less than 3? Those kinds of calculations?
It's not so unthinkable. All hearts are blind when faced with radiant love.
I just realized, like, both Himiko and, what's her name, Tsumugi, they basically said almost nothing this entire trial. They're like, don't even have a part to do with it. You can only think there'll be a major part in future trials. They've like nothing in this trial so far. Hurry, man says, I swear to God, you better not leave and say next time on Dragon Ball Z on this stream. The thing is, I have 9 minutes left, dude. I only have 9 minutes left. So I'm going to play for 9 minutes, and I got to save, and that's it. And we'll continue next time. Yeah, I don't have time to finish the trial today.
Doing anything for the one you love. Hasn't everyone felt that way before? I most certainly have.
Looked like he was going to lift it to the sky and ascend to heaven for a second there.
How creepy you are. I'm sure that person didn't want your love.
Kaede and Shuichi are pretty buddy-buddy with each other, so I wouldn't doubt that. Plus, the way Kaede just acted right now, I'm pretty sure she lied.
See, I'm just trying to think, what would be the reasons why she would lie to protect him? Okay, he's her friend or whatever, but, right? If she's innocent, and he's the only one who right now could be the culprit, why would she want to die for him? Doesn't make any sense. They just met. It's like they're lifelong friends or nothing, right? If she were the killer, she would want him to be called the killer, because she knows she's the killer, not him, in which case she'd get off scot-free. So I have no idea what's going on right now with this plot line. I'm confused.
A talented liar like me can spot other people's lies easily.
Ha! There you go.
Well, what do you guys think? To believe or not to believe Kaede?
I do want to believe Kaede, but Shuichi does seem pretty suspicious.
Considering the fact he hasn't said a word, that's what's the most suspicious about all of this.
He has been strangely quiet for a while now, which is classic degenerate male behavior.
Yeah, I agree.
Shuichi is the only person here who's suspicious.
So we all agree that Puichi did it?
Nah.
Then let's just vote already!
So they're gonna freaking vote anyway.
No, I still think it is too soon to determine the culprit.
I agree. I sort of can't believe that Shuichi is the culprit.
Yeah,
Why?
this ain't right.
I agree. But I don't know if Atawa agrees. Cause right now it's his nap time.
Nah.
This is quite troublesome. It seems our opinions are on opposite ends.
How are we supposed to decide? We're split, right down middle.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Split? Did you just say split? You did! I heard it! I heard it with my belly button microphone!
Whoa, is a microphone in his belly?
So wait, your ears don't do anything?
The Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own, more phenomenal trial ground!
What the fuck? Is this something new?
More phenomenal trial grounds?
Yeah, what is she talking about?
The trial grounds are gonna morph? Seriously? I totally want to see that!
Either way, we have to do something. We can't vote for Shuichi because he's definitely not the culprit. How do you know that? We vote for him, all hope is lost. How does she know that? I won't be able to save anyone. But I haven't lost hope yet. I won't give up. Before I can save everyone, I need to make sure we're all on the same page. I don't understand. You're split down the middle. Times like this, debate scrums are perfect. In a debate scrum, you'll be split into 2 teams. Oh my god. You argue your opinions against each other. Look, everyone's so fired up, the subjects of your statements don't match. That's not how you debate at all. You have to match your subject with your opponents and put them into correct order. That's how you make a good debate. Your side's subject keywords will be displayed, but your opponent's subjects won't be revealed yet. Listen closely for the subject on your opponent's argument. Before your opponent finishes their statement, find the same subject keyword with up and down on the D-pad. Press triangle to argue the subject with the same keyword. If you and your opponent's arguments match, your opponent's keyword will be revealed. When all the statements match up, you'll enter the finale. Try to convince all your opponents at once. Continuously tap the display button on the screen to push your opponent's claim out. Oh my god. Don't get pushed back. Push their claim out for a perfect refutation. Jesus, this is brand new and it sounds complicated. This will be the last thing we do today. What the hell? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Ugh.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Unlike Shuichi, I actually have an airtight alibi.
How do I do this?
Kaede backed up Shuichi's alibi, didn't she?
Ah.
Shuichi and Kaede weren't together the whole time, were they?
Hirumi!
Both of them were together when the receiver went off.
Okay.
If Shuichi had the receiver, it could have been disguised.
Kibo!
Kaede is the one who actually had the receiver.
Aha.
But that's Kaede's lie, isn't it?
I'll do it!
There we go.
We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk this through.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
If your points don't match, we won't be able to make a convincing argument. I'm going to convince everyone Shuichi is not the culprit.
You hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Gota!
But Mew's silent about intervals.
I have to match
too.
all of them.
Unlike Shuichi, I actually...
Kaito!
Okay.
Kaede backed up Shuichi's alibi, didn't she?
Shuichi and Kaede.
Hirumi!
The receiver.
Shuichi.
Kibo!
Okay.
Kaede is the one who actually had the receiver. That's Kaede's
There we go.
I'll do it!
We'll know whether or not when we talk this through.
Crouch bind. Oh, circle. Oh, look at this. Oh, miss. Oh, it changed the button. Oh. Oh, oh my god. It's so silly. Oh my god. Dooley says we're like 15-20 minutes away from learning who the killer is. Well, I don't have any time. We have 2 minutes left on the stream. So he says, everyone believe me, Shuichi is not the culprit.
If we vote for Shuichi, we'll be making the wrong choice. And if that happens, everyone will be executed.
How does she know, though?
I definitely won't let that happen, even if it costs me my life.
Kaede. Yeah, it's just like Kaede said. Shuichi ain't the culprit.
How do they know that?
Gonta believe in Shuichi too. Gentlemen always believe in friends.
This is so dumb. It's seriously dumb that this is like, they're just defending him just because they like him. Not because there's any evidence.
Well, if Shuichi's not our culprit, then who is?
We've already exhausted all possible avenues of discussion.
No way. There has to be something else we can discuss. We just gotta think. Right, Shuichi?
Huh?
He hasn't said a word.
Shuichi, even though you're not the culprit, you've
All
been
right.
quiet for a while.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save now. It just makes sense. Before Shuichi speaks and possibly flips everything on its head. Let's save. And this is gonna be where we end today. And I apologize. I know it's a cliffhanger for those on stream and on YouTube. It's a crazy cliffhanger, but I'm completely out of time. But this is good. This is a good stopping point because it seems like he's gonna speak up and tell us why he's been quiet the entire time. So hopefully he does next time around. Next time around when we play, we're going to get our answers that we deserve. Our answers. God damn it. All right. So thank you guys. That's it. I just saved. Thank you guys for a great stream. Obviously, thank you for the level of support on this stream. I was not expecting this much support for Danganronpa. Apparently, people really like the playthrough, which I'm pleased about, obviously. Yes, you can expect that I'll be this level of engaged for the playthrough when we're doing the murder investigations. Like, I'm into it. I like mysteries. I'm trying to figure out. I like it. Just like you guys, my mind's racing trying to figure out the different possibilities. So next time around, we get our answer. All right? And that'll be later this week. In fact, today's Monday, so it'll be Thursday. My last streaming day of the week is when we'll get our answer on what's going on here. All right, guys? All right. Thank you for a great stream. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the cliffhanger. Until next time. Very nice.